Melissa's impact felt by all, and despair. Everything Andrew a call for. Or rebuild. And I don't know how we went to start from scratch. And trust me, if you have kids to go to school and all that above, it was really rough for everybody. Everybody. We don't hit one person, they say, oh, you're roof on. Everybody roof gone. There's no biting of fingers to say, oh, I was good. No. Everybody get hit. This man, a mechanic in town. The wind took his roof, but water surging in from the sea, sealing his misery. Water start push out the wall, and bust the wall. Then the two vehicles, when all three vehicles start float, so tall of water. So basically we're on the beach, and trust me, if you look at the beach right now, you couldn't believe it. And the sea beach. Pretty nice, all the baby can go swimming in now. Surprised he could still smile. Them too. Given the awful stats, 85% of rooftops are still standing. Everybody else is gone. This is a real disaster. Finally, in Black River itself, where to start? The mud. The mud. The stench, the desolation. You see the sales agreement. See the sales agreement. Come on them. You know, so we're gonna keep Tuesday. You ready? So we're gonna keep Wednesday. Yeah. Alright. Santa said 10 minutes. I look for my bag. That's like everything. Yeah, price smart. Everything sell out. But me get some water. The government say where school can be reopened or where learning can take place, it should start. I mean, people are complaining. Where is that school? You need to start. There's a Glasgow, Tampad. Oh, Tampad. Tampad, yeah, definitely. Tampad, yeah. No, one part to them, I say, can mix it with Tampad as well.
What is this speeding for? Crazy driving. Yes. If you guys, anybody here that want to reach out, let me know. Anybody here that want to reach out, let me know.
Welcome. We have been seeing a lot of traffic, on social media. A lot of persons have been putting hearts and hands together, and they have been contributing tremendously to the cause. What actually prompted you to start this initiative?
Connection.
Well, this is a norm for me. Whenever my country need me, I'm there for it. I did it in COVID. I did it last year for burial. So this is the biggest destruction I've seen to the country. So I have to step up and go quickly. So it's not anything special that I've done. It's just that my country need me, so I'm going to serve.
Yeah, I mean, you are no stranger to giving back, as you mentioned. A lot of persons have always commended you about that as well, because no matter what is taking place, you always manage to find a way to give back, and to rally persons together.
Better, guys.
What have you gathered so far? What have you done so far? Because I see a lot of things, but tell me, what have you really, gotten so far?
Over the years, I've built a company called Ramesh Entertainment and Major Marketing. So that's my structure. And we have the resources. When we say we have the resources, we have all the trucks, all the staff, all the relationship with great persons and corporate. So we utilize them. But
This is in Hopetown. Where's Hopetown? This is in Hopetown. Where's Hopetown? Oh, the mother's restaurant in Santa Cruz has been left ruined after Hurricane Melissa tore through the parish. Wow. Mother's restaurant in Santa Cruz have been totally destroyed. Totally destroyed. Totally destroyed. So, I need help there.
Everything fly from over my head. You see? I'm here to just stand up, see him, we can't do nothing at all. This is a little page that I call it, it have historic backgrounds.
Let's
Right?
listen to some stories, different stories.
Those that the founder that was here, they are deceased now. You understand me? Who have not deceased, they migrated. I'm living at a little district named Fostic Grove.
Which grove?
Fostic Grove. Just across from here.
What's the impact over there like?
Oh my God, a devastation. I lost everything. Everything because I lost everything out here and plus over the home. And when I wake up in the morning about 6 o'clock, 6:30, then believe you me, the trauma has begun. You understand me? I couldn't move. I stand in the house and it came from this direction, in the east direction. You understand me? And slam onto the top of the roof and remove that. Then it go down the road. And after they make a little spin and come and stick up the other race, and I could have just stayed in one corner like this. I was just staying like this. There's no way I could move. There's no way I could move. One time I go down like this, I say it doesn't make sense because probably anything may come and make a bang. So I stay behind one of the posts inside the house. You understand me? Everything fly from over my head. You see? I'm here to just stand up, see him with me, can't do nothing at all. You understand me? The door slam right in and lick off. You understand me? Everything we have on the table just lick off. You understand me? My windows gone, my roof gone, my clothes, everything gone. I'm just standing up to looking. I can't say nothing. I just was asking the good Lord just to save me. You understand me? And he did. Thank God that our life has been spared. That is the greatest. And we can pick up our pieces and start back all over again.
So these are just the different.
All right, morning, last call,
The different.
tomorrow, last call. Here, what you are going to know?
Areas that
We
get
start
fixed.
out the things them see them have all stove I give it. Stove there, some kitchen stove, I get some cylinder. I have whole heap of clothes and I know old clothes, new clothes, whole heap of things from Cox, whole heap of things from Princess, new stuff. Remember, sir, we said China. So we're not forgetting no old clothes, you understand? Get the one that's straight. So when you not talk, no old clothes you not care. And you don't know some my clothes them. And when my clothes are one time wearing a new clothes then. You understand? And them are gonna love my stuff then. You understand? This is what I go on here now. I just had pack up to do the last call for who are coming. I can't know everything what I have. Because maybe I want to run 1,000 bags. You understand? Right, that shoes, picnic clocks, flour, rice, everything. Everything right here. So, me have steel. Me have ply. It's a disinfectant. It's a Lysol and bleach. We kill them out. You understand? See them right there, so dishwashing liquid. See me have some more set of water over there. So me have plyboard. See them? Me have plyboard. And me have two before.
Thumbs up. Thank you.
Now come out for the playing with the people then, you understand? When I do that, I good things to give away, you understand? I go up on the site now, and I go take out some steel. You understand? Water, there's all of the ply them two before. And I go get some steel together. You understand? I have to come out from early to volunteer. Last call. Tomorrow we're out from 5 o'clock, straight in with the 40 foot. So we are going to lock it up in the day, yeah. You understand? Everything. You know, I see what I go on. That's why I'm not up to date. And you hear that? Yeah. You understand? All right. Come in, last call. Anybody a drop off nothing? Come in tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm leaving 5 o'clock in the morning. See you guys. We are the world. We are the children.
Boy.
Thanks to everyone who's contributing.
Pretty
We have
girls.
gotten another 225 grades. We're doing this at the beach of Westmoreland. I'll be in Hanover soon. I'll be in Trinidad soon. We're on this mission.
Are you going to Santa Cruz? You need to go Santa Cruz too. I mean,
we have come tomorrow, Westmoreland. We are not forsaken. God bless you.
so it's on the Westmoreland. What about St. Elizabeth?
Working.
There's a lot of parish gets damaged, you know, man. I could understand why he focused on Westmoreland because he's from there. But I don't know if you could get people like this in St. Elizabeth too. You need some people like this in St. Elizabeth. Right. The hardest thing for me, you know, is to sit here and just cannot physically do something down there to help her. That's the hardest thing.
Yeah, man. The mission keeps alive. Now I get the fear Westmoreland. Would I get still good so? No.
Wow.
Thanks to everyone who's contributing. We have gotten another 200.
You see new video coming in with the drone shots. Hurricane Melissa left a trail of devastation right across.
So what I do is try to watch everything that's going on, so I can get some insight of what's going on, because I don't have no connection to get anything. This is Black River they're talking about. It's about so it is.
Challenges that they have been encountering, seeing that some of them have no idea what occurred back home. Some of them have not heard from their loved ones. So psychologically,
just like me.
training for them.
I'm here from Jersey. It was traumatizing. Actually, we were married inside the building, and as you can see, downstairs was coming in for the water. We have a force of 9 feet of water to the ground. I just were traumatized.
The accessibility to get in and out of Black River also compound the problem. So, though some persons are supposed to be on duty, they are unable to do so due to the limited access to get in. And some also have been impacted negatively by Melissa.
The wind was like 2 tsunamis in one, very powerful. As you can see, the Black River market is made of low and I-beam, and it bend the I-beam like crazy.
The market that they do the commerce by itself is totally destroying Black River too.
Powerful as the wind, but there was a lot of water, as you can see, and the doorway almost about 7 to 8 to 9 feet of water. Door completely covered in water.
I never see so much mud. Like, I don't know where this mud comes from.
We're trying to get some items from under the first floor.
This mud look like when you're making concrete slab, you know?
Some of them get washed with. So it was traumatizing. Very rough.
What's going through?
Sometimes the water was rising rapidly. And you know, Black River is a swamp here. My concern was the building. I hope we don't start sinking. Because you know, Black River swamp here. So the greatest thing it didn't sink. So we're just here trying to clean it and get it up and running again.
We are the family court in the parish of Trelawney. By all accounts, it won't be able to be.
Trying to get to Prime Minister office.
Who would have given
Good afternoon. I am Inspector Nadine Franklin. I am the station commander for Country Police Station. With me we have our zone commander here, Inspector Brooks, and other members of the operation team for North. Also with me is District Constable Banton. We were on duty here for the day. Our patrol is out at this time. We're still looking at the area at how much damage has been done by the hurricane. We've been visiting homes from Wednesday. One of the most interesting things happened. We cleared an area, a section of the area, Mayfield, going right down to Medina, all those areas on Wednesday morning after the hurricane stopped. And then we found that community members were just joining us because our intention was just to take home our staff who was here during the hurricane. And community members kept joining us and until we completed a stretch of the road and they were able to go home. So the hurricane did a lot of damage, not much damage to the station, but significant enough for us to need some help. We have 4 trainee constables here who are on job training here, and they were displaced because the roof of the area, which was just refurbished by Jamaica, the roof is gone. Our carport at the back went off also during the hurricane. Not much more damage is done here, but I know that significant damage is done to our community. But we continue to work with the community to see if we can just get things back together. Somebody called us from Litchfield and said a lot of people lose their roof, and we reached out to persons who we know live alone. There was this one lady who said, I'm so glad you came, Miss Franklin, because she saw nobody for 3 days.
Yes.
She was in our home.
So what we have learned from Beryl and what we're seeing again in Melissa is that the security forces don't only play the role of security. They are social workers, yes. They are first responders, they do some of the infrastructure work. So the police plays a multifunctional role in the community. For them to be able to effect that multifunctional role, the police stations have to be built and equipped in such a way that in the event of a disaster, there is continuity of function. And what we have seen with some of the police stations is that they have been damaged to the point where it limits functionality. So they don't have backup power, they don't have backup comms, and water and other amenities they don't have, but yet they have to be present, as is the case in Black River, where the police are still functioning, but not as effectively because their station is damaged. This station has not been damaged, as you said, in an extensive way. Repairs could easily be effective, but what we're going to do as part of the relief and recovery effort, first line of business would be to get the police fully functional. So we're going to, as much as we can, provide the police stations that don't have generators with standby generators so that you can operate. At least have electricity at night to power up your devices. You can communicate and to assist members of the community where necessary. So we're going to hand this over in your charge, all right? And I'm sure you will take care of it and make the most of it.
Yes, we will.
All right?
And thank you on behalf not just of the police, but also the community.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So guys, this is some help that come out from the Prime Minister. The biggest problem, as Shaman has said something here, the biggest problem we're having from people from overseas is that the communication is just not working, and that's what add to the whole disaster that's going on there, because without communication for us, it's just not good. It's just not good without communication. And what I'm going through, a lot of people is going through it, and my situation is a day-to-day communication, because it's not just to check up, it's to do a lot of things to keep my family going, especially my parents. It's a lot of things to do to keep them going, and I do. This is a day-to-day activity. So not having that technology to do it, and this thing, hurricanes, was Tuesday, today Saturday, is something else. It's something else, guys. Tomorrow is Sunday. A few more days, it will be 1 week since this hurricane come, and I have not heard anything from my mom, my dad, my other family that is there. I mean, I hear from some family, but they live in a different area. But from my area that I come from, that's where it's actually cut off when it comes to any call out or call in. That is totally cut off. Since the hurricane has passed, they say Jamaica is hotter than before. It's like, so from one extreme to the other extreme. The temperature, and you can imagine, because of all the trees that would have helped to keep some place cool or give it some cool breeze, all of that is gone across the western Jamaica. So that is just adding to the agony, not having electric to power your fan, and things that you could, keep something cool to drink. Water is getting even, like, that would be our next problem now, because having water to drink is a big issue. In Jamaica, the pumps doesn't pump water unless current is connected to it, and current is gone. If they have a backup system, which I'm hoping that they will get a backup system for the power plant them as quick as possible. But they have to treat the water now, because that water would be contaminated. And I'm talking, we're talking about the water contamination, that would be right across the country. Because normally when rain fall too much, there's an issue. So they always have to purify the water again before it pump out. Now, just because of this disaster that happened, then they have to do all that again, purifying the water. But my parents and a lot of people, they don't drink water from the tap anymore, because it actually made them feel sick. And that was before. So a lot of people I know now, they do back water for years now, or close to a year now, people doing back water. They're not drinking from the tap directly anymore, especially the elderly people, because this water is not 100% good for that. So, but for other using, yes, it's good. For other using, it's good. So just imagine how much things building now, no electric, no water, and everything else that me and you would be using right now. They don't have that, and that does put pressure to it. So in the night is when during the day is testing time. I mean, you have the sunlight, but you have a lot to think about and to see what you can get done. But when you have people that is sick and cannot move around to do something, and nobody to go and assist them, that's a big problem. And then when the night come again, that's a next issue. You need to have proper lighting, flashlights, if the battery, backup battery, I did try to get all of that, like backup battery, and it was 2 flashlight. And candle is what I don't really like because candle can become dangerous if somebody fall asleep and forgot to turn it off and so. So candle is always dangerous, but solar light and stuff is the biggest issue. Thank you, Sharpman Iron. I'm praying that this help in some shape or form when you finally get in touch with your people. Yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, Sharpman Iron. I don't know. The thing I was trying to do before the hurricane hit is to get some solar stuff, but the journey from here to in mailing and stuff is it takes time. Can take up to a few weeks to reach there. I see where I will try my best to do um for the future. I will have to get some form of solar energy. Either the solar, I heard that they have, like, what you call it, like a delco, solar delco, those type of things. That is for the future thinking, because if this thing keep occurring every year, last year we get a hurricane, a storm, but it wasn't that powerful like this one, and it destroyed St. Elizabeth, but on the south side. But things came back up after, I think, after 6 weeks. They received the current and water after 6 weeks. This one may take up to 6 months. I'm not joking. The earliest may be 3 months, but it's gonna take time for everything to come back. I'm not talking about the building. Rebuilding gonna take years. That's a different story. But as I said, the struggle I'm having is my day-to-day activity. I will be calling, checking if they take the medicine, checking if they eat, because when their parents get older, sometimes they don't want to eat, so I have to be like begging them, asking them, please eat something. When they get older, it's like that. The community where I'm from, and on every channel that I see, a lot of solar panel were laying on the ground. Yes, it's so true, because a lot of people didn't really want to take this hurricane warning serious. There was few people I was watching. There's a family station from Ochoria side and the Falmouth side, and they remove couple. No, not that one. There was a different channel I was watching, and what they did, they wait up until the last moment and they removed the panels from the rooftop. Now, a lot of people in Jamaica should have get somebody to help them remove the panel, because the panel, to see what happened, like what happened over Ayamara when the freak storm hit them. No, that's a different case, because that came down sudden. But in Jamaica, they have time, could have removed this panel because they know what was coming. But then a lot of them just never take it serious because they've been through a hurricane last year. I don't know if it was a hurricane or it was a storm, but I don't know the intense. I think it was category 3. I think, yeah, category 3. So it wasn't that strong, but it wasn't that strong. And a lot of people house that have panel on it last year survive. So they are thinking in their head, wishing they get the warning that this is going to be a category 5. Category 5 is something Jamaica never experienced before. So because of that, they should have removed the panels. I saw a lot of panels down, and listen, panels are expensive. Those investment that they do to put solar panel on top of their house is a very nice investment, but it's not cheap. It's expensive investment. So imagine these people losing all of that. The greatest thing we can say is that, Shamnin Iron, that they're still waiting for official count. Hey, Kiss, what's up? They're still waiting. You mean solar panel? Yes, solar panel I'm talking about. A lot of them in Jamaica lose. Sharpening Irons telling me that they're losing solar panel because they left it on the rooftop. They should have removed the panel and take it down, but they didn't do that. They leave it on the rooftop, and that's what happened. So Starlink is what helping a lot of people that is doing live streaming from Jamaica right now, but it's not many people can afford and have Starlink. Starlink is expensive, and Starlink is like Jamaica is just catching on to Starlink now. That would be one of the best way to communicate, you know. Yes, Chris, you have any family in Jamaica? Do you hear from anybody from Jamaica if you have family there? If you have anybody that living there now in Jamaica that is a family, have you heard anything? Or were they in the area that was damaged? Yes. Because part of why I'm doing this live is like I'm trying to find out. I'm hoping that people would come. Oh, you don't have any family there. Okay. I thought you have family there. I'm trying to get. I was hoping to find somebody, not directly from my parish, but to have somebody coming up here that can have some connection from Jamaica to come and say something to me or call me or something, because I was going to give a number that they could call me and then I could ask some questions. Families in Sen and one of the new scheme, but okay. So not in the Westmoreland side. Okay. The west, yeah. But some part of St. Anne get damaged, and I don't think some part of not St. Anne, St. Mary. St. Mary get damaged bad, and I think most of the internet is down. I don't know if they get back internet yet. I don't know if they get internet. Falmouth, I saw a tour today with Falmouth. Falmouth is in a guys. This day we get emotion because the worst thing for me is to be here and I cannot be there to do something. That's the worst thing for me, I see people in my community suffering. The town that I grew up in, I don't recognize it when I saw it, and there was two person there in the area that have one person have Starling. He's a foreigner, but he was doing he came out for the hurricane, so he's a twister chaser, so he chase hurricane and stuff like that. My town that I grew up in, the school that I went to, I don't recognize it anymore. I don't recognize it. I never see so much mud and the debris that came down from the mountain, because my town that I grew up in is surrounded by the mountain, the Santa Cruz Mountain they call it. That mountain go up in Malvern, a place named Malvern. You go up in the hills, and if you go on the top of Malvern Hill, it's very high. You can see back over in the pleasure in Cheddar Beach, over in those areas in south. The mountain is almost surround the area that I live, like a crater inside. You know when you see this volcano, it's almost like that. So where we living inside is like down inside the volcano. That's how I can explain it. So all that water rushed down from I'm doing my hand like this, guys, if you're not gonna see, but all the water rushed down from the mountain. I'm telling you, the mountain is almost surrounded the area that we come from. So all that water rushed down and goes straight through the town. We have flood in that town before, but not like this. Not like this. Every bank, supermarket, stationery stores, pharmacies, every place in that town has been washed out with water. Today I see people using shovel, whatever they can find, to because the person who's making these videos, they are making it and then they are going back to where they have Starlink connection to put them out. So I don't recognize my town anymore, guys. Seriously, I don't recognize it. I was down there, was it last year or the year before? And I'm telling you, and that is just that area. If you continue down to Black River is the capital. Happy New Month to you, Helen. Welcome. Welcome. Happy to see you. Happy to see you. Welcome, Helen. The capital of St. Elizabeth is Black River. Good evening, Helen. And Black River is decimated, guys. I don't know. There's a courthouse down there is destroyed. The hospital is partially destroyed. The market down there is destroyed. And remember, they have the sea. They have the sea in the capital. That's Black River. The sea is their fence, our front line. They have the river that lead out the Black River, lead out into the sea, and that's where all the alligators and all these things they keep there. That area have the most alligator, actually. Yeah. And everything has been washed out. There's a guy that said they have containers filled and heavy containers filled with a lot of things in it, and the storm actually, the breeze actually lift up these containers, 40-foot containers I'm talking about, and rest them over on the next piece of land. Can you imagine a 40-foot container filled with weight, with things inside? It's not empty, and it lift it and push it to the other side. Black River Hospital is partially destroyed for sure. Yes, it is. Yes. There's a lot to worry about, guys, but my parents is the one that I really keeping me up in the night, because as I said, I'm the one I'm the only one actually that keep day-to-day activity with them. You know, making sure that they're taking their medicine, that they eat, you know. If they feel sick, I prepare somebody to go and pick them up, bring them to the doctor, bring them to the hospital, whatever the case may be. Because, you know, my mom is a kidney patient. She's a kidney patient. And right now it's not easy being a kidney patient. And my dad is also sick too. I don't know. I think if this is a punishment, then it's a very big punishment Jamaica is getting. Yes, her appointment was Thursday, and the hurricane came Tuesday. She have an appointment every 3 months where she need to go back to the specialist to they do like a whole checkup of the body to see what's going on, how the body is dealing with everything, you know, because of her kidney failure. And then this appointment was Thursday gone, and she should have go back to get her final the checkup that she need, so she could I think they would put her finally on the machine, because the dialysis machine is not easy to get in Jamaica. It's not over here. It's not like over here. Over here you can pay for it. I mean, I think you get it free over here. in Jamaica, you have to pay to go on the machine, you know. It takes a lot of money. You have to pay to go on it. And I can't get them to come up here. No. It's not, but you see, that's where I grew up and everything, you know. I just came here 6 years now in this country. Yeah, in Jamaica, the list is not easy. And the government don't seems to provide any break for elderly people that are anybody who's going through that, no matter what age, because young people is on it too. It's almost every age is on it. Yeah, it's not an easy road. It's not an easy road. To be honest with you, my mom don't want to go on it. She's doing everything. She's making every effort not to go on it, the machine. The specialist said she should have been on it from last year. She don't want to go on it. On a day to day, my call is like 3, 4, maybe up to 5 to 6 times per day. I have to call them just to keep up with everything. Okay, so from Flatbridge or Bagwalk, it's very far because it's that area that you're talking is closer to the capital in Kingston. St. Catherine and I think St. Andrew or St. Catherine somewhere there. So we're talking about three. Like I say, you have St. Catherine, Clarendon, Manchester. Three parish before you reach to St. Elizabeth. 3 parish before you reach to St. Elizabeth. If I go down now, one airport is still not open properly. That's the Montego Bay airport that I would normally take when I travel to Jamaica. If I go down now, I would have to go to Kingston airport if I can get a flight. Because that's the next thing, getting a flight out. Right now, all the holiday, British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, all of they cancel their holiday trip to Jamaica. I think they put it up on one of the page I saw. St. Elizabeth is far from St. Catherine. Yeah, St. Elizabeth is Middlesex, is in Middle, so it's center of the country, central of the country. Yeah, it's Middlesex. Yeah, Middlesex. Sorry, where I go again? Yeah. So it's very far. It's like if you're driving from there to down there is about 2.5 hours if you're using the highway. If you're not using the highway, it can take 3 hours or more. Remember, the road is not set up like over here in America. It's different. The road system is different. 3 hours or so, yeah, it is. It is. I was on quite a few people live just to ask them if they're going to St. Elizabeth on a cruise. But right now, Colors Summit, I don't know if you guys ever hear about Colors Summit. He left and he's on his way to Westmoreland. He's supposed to reach here now in Westmoreland. But I don't know if he's going to go St. Elizabeth. Hey, John, welcome. How are you? Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna go St. Elizabeth because he said he cannot go to everybody's house, but he's just passing through maybe the town. You know, for some people, a lot of people on his life, they want to see like how the parents' house is, or maybe they just want to see if they are alive and stuff like that. But he said he cannot stop at everybody's house. Kingston to St. James is 3 hours, right? So on the road from Kingston to St. James is much better than going from Kingston to Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. They're working on the next highway, but it's not finished yet. That will be the south side highway. It's not finished yet. And with this situation will happen, I'm gonna make it work. Spice Tea, welcome. How are you, Spice Tea? Welcome. Guys, I don't know if any one of you here have connection in Jamaica or family from Jamaica. I'm not sure. I know Kiskis have family, but I don't know if anybody has. Family from Portmore is currently in Montgomery blogging. Okay. Because you see, the internet is picking up in Mandeville, certain location, and but in Westmoreland, I don't know if anybody getting signal there unless they have Starlink. So St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, not getting no signal as far as I know. St. James, I think they're getting some signal to some extent because they have Starlink in some areas, and the local phone company they're putting up some temporary connection for people to get connected. Like you have to literally drive out to the road and put your phone up in the air and see wherever your phone start to get strong link, then you stay there and then you can make a phone call. That's what a lot of people is doing. I have family in Linstead, currently no electric, no water, and no internet. We're in the same boat. No signal instantly, I was told. Yeah, there's none. Every minute I go on my phone to see, just praying that some form of signal. You know, when you make one click, you make two clicks. So every minute I go on it just to see if my parents' phone would go through. Like I said, my cousin is on the road. Like I give her a call. Because one of my cousin, see, it just ringing without answer. There's no signal. Because if they leave St. Elizabeth and go up Manchester, am I able to make a call to them? But it's ringing now. There's no answer. Okay, so I have not heard from my mom and my dad since this hurricane. When I say I haven't heard, I cannot talk to them. No connection. Both of them in the area where it's St. Elizabeth, no signal. God, that's where I'm from. St. Elizabeth. Santa Cruz to be direct. Nothing. So it's a bit frustrated and worrying for me because I need to keep up with them, you know. Yeah, I need to keep up with them. Yeah. I know that they are alive so far, Tanga and not bored. But it's just that I cannot get to talk to them. And they cannot get to talk to me. And I know that must be letting them very anxious. Just it's not a nice thing. It's just you want to hear the voice of your loved one, you know? Because when you hear their voice, that's how you can know what's the level of what they're going through, you know, what they really need, what you can do to help to calm them in this situation. Before the hurricane hit, I was talking to them on the phone. Well, as soon as the hurricane started, and it turned about, and the time went about 12:30 to 1 o'clock. Since the last time, that's the last time that was from Tuesday. I have connection with them. Since that, no more connection. Every day, every minute, I check the phone just to see if, because the government, they keep saying they're going to send Starlinks, but the Starlink, I understand now that the Starlink that they're sending is going to the like police station and the hospital, which I understand because there's people there they need to have connection so they can either evacuate them by helicopter, because the hospital in Black River is destroyed, and they are airlifting a lot of the patient into Mandeville Hospital and other far distant hospitals. Same in Westmoreland Hospital there is also damaged, and they're taking them from there to a different hospital. My dad left there yesterday, but nothing since he reached St. Captain. Oh, wow. And that's the problem, because that's what you're going to keep thinking about. That's what we're going to keep thinking about. I don't know. It's like we never been through the hurricane physically. But now, because of this no signal, no connection, it's like we are going through is that we are going through something here now that is I can't sleep properly. I think about it a lot. Even when I eat, I feel guilty because I don't know how they are eating. Because I'm the one always make sure they get food from the shop, like the supermarket. I'm the one. I'm telling you, I do a lot. I always arrange these things to make sure the shopping for the grocery and everything. So because I have no control over that now, this is what worried me more, because it's not. I mean, I'm here. I have light. Over here it's getting chilly. I have to use blanket, but it make you feel a bit guilty and like, you know, what can you do to do something for them to make it better? I know that my parents lost the half of the house top. The rooftop is gone, and then that is even more concerning for me, because that rooftop went off before I hung up with them. Before I hung up with them, part of that, not all of the rooftop, because the house, half of it is zinc and half is slab. No, more than half is zinc, and then 2 room is slab. So that is the room that they would stay in. So the room that they stay in, I know that it was safe because it's slab. You have concrete topping, so that section I know is safe. But the other section, that is the part that have the kitchen in it and the living room, that roof damage, the zinc, they're gone, because I heard that part is damaged before the last call I have with them. And water was coming in, and my dad was actually running outside trying to bore some hole through the kitchen, say he want to let all the water to go out. But my dad is sickly, he shouldn't have go out there, and it was strong wind at that time, because I was talking to them up until that time, about 12:30 to 1, before the signal went down. Thank you, Sharpen. Guys, sometimes other people go through some stuff, and because we're not there, we're not in the shoes. Even me, I would be like, I feel it for them, but it's like it's still not come to you. I mean, in your own home and that situation, you still feel it for them, but you still cannot understand it because you're not in the shoes. Now I can understand some of that feelings because I'm getting some of this thing. So I was wanted to find out, like, if somebody that was going through that area, yeah, that's why I put the title that say that Jamaica will rebuild again for sure. 100% they will rebuild. But the part I'm scared of now is not the building so much, is to keep the one them that is not just my parents. I'm talking elderly people that need to get their medication, they need to get their weekly doctor checkup. School is out right across the country. So the youngsters, the children also, especially the younger one, that must be dealing with their mental health. That must be playing on their mental health. So there's so much moving part that's gonna affect the whole. You remember when we have this pandemic, how so much people was affected, yeah. So imagine now in this what happened over there, it gonna affect their mental health. People is looting right now as I speak to you. People is not thinking straight because they don't know where they're gonna sleep tonight. And this is from St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland to St. James to St. Mary, all those areas that is badly affected. You have people that is actually sitting down in their spot that they call home. Roof is gone and there's no wall or nothing because those house was wooden structure, so everything is flattened. And a lot of them actually sleep. What's the time now in Jamaica? A lot of them now, they from couple night now, they actually have to be sleeping wherever they can find somewhere to sleep. So that's the worry, guys. I come on the live maybe to see if just I'm watching everybody live in Jamaica. Every single thing that can come out of Jamaica, I'm on it. Because what it do is just giving me some form of hope. Seeing somebody driving around and showing our they're going to different district, different parish, just to see the road. You're not even getting to see your loved one, but at least you're seeing something. It kind of bring a little relief, It kind of bring a little relief, and because of that, I just try to watch, and then I say I'm gonna come on live to see if anybody in the other parish, maybe they have been watching or something. Have you been watching TikTok? I've been over to TikTok, but I don't see a lot of Jamaican things. I don't know if it's why that happened, but when I go over there, I don't see a lot of things from Jamaica. So I guess I just need to find, like, maybe connect to some former Jamaicans or something over that side. You know anybody that I could connect to? Oliver. During Gilbert, we got together as a community and help one another. We cook outside and figure it out. Scammer are out in force now. Watch who you donate to. You will be, make it. Let me look. Yeah, this is the problem in Jamaican. You said it. You actually put it the right way just now because in Gilbert, we came out to help each other, not to scam each others, not to scam people. We literally came out to help people. We came out and we could, in our district, with trees falling in the road. We went there and we used machete, whatever we could use to chop and clear it. Yes, yes, 100%. He's right. 100%. 100%. And what people is doing now, you know how bad things get now? They don't even want to put their hand to anything unless you're going to tell them that, yeah, we're going to pay you. You're going to get paid. Don't worry, you're going to get paid. People literally not doing nothing. You still have one and two people that is helping people still, but that is a little bit of the population. Most people is not doing that anymore, especially, sad to say, the younger generation, especially the in the men section. They are doing the wrong thing. They're doing the wrong thing, and you're 100% right. They're out looking to scam. They're out looking to scam, guys. One thing I find out there some of them is doing, and it's good, but it can be a bit risky because you don't know exactly what the motive behind it is. That I was watching a next set of people. They was doing communication. I don't remember if it was TikTok or somewhere, but what they were doing is writing down people name from overseas, or people overseas calling them and giving them the name of their family, where they live, everything. I mean, the guy have like a book of so much names of friends and family overseas that gave them to write down their name. I mean, when I saw that, I was saying it's good if the person is genuine, but trust me, if that person is not genuine, that's a serious thing. Giving out the name of the person, the address of the person, that is a very serious thing. I mean, I know people is just desperate and they want to hear from their loved one, but if the source that is getting it is real, then everything will be nice and okay. But you just don't know who is who, and then you have to be careful. You have to be careful. But I know when people is desperate, they want to reach out, as they just want to hear that their loved one is okay. That's all we want to hear. They are alive. Somebody's helping them to give them food or something, cooking for them, whatever the case may be. That's the most important thing, because everything after this, it can build back. House, whatever, can build back. But it's the well-being of people that we want to find out if they are okay. And that is the hardest part of it. That is the hardest part of it, guys. I'm telling you. So I don't know. Claudette is you're from Jamaica? Are you from Jamaica? Yes, sharpening iron. There always a bright side, and there will always be a bright side. Surviving Angie, and although this also bring out the worst, it also bring out the best of people and the community. Put all the negative on the back burner. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm telling you, a lot of people right now is doing good. I'm telling you, a lot of people down there, they are doing good. As in, what I said, doing good with social media. The one who can get out the message out there, they're getting it out for the people them overseas to see. So a lot of them is doing that, and I am applauding them for that. That is very good. Okay, so this is the TikTok now. Okay, all right, working with. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna put it in. Hold on. Okay, Claudette is still there. So you said that since your dad left Linstead, you didn't hear from him, John. You didn't hear from your dad. I know that if they said in certain areas, if you go certain place and you bring your phone with you, and you might find where it pick up a signal, but you cannot stay in that area. You have to go out. You have to go out to get that. I'm checking out this on TikTok. I'm checking out this one on TikTok. This is. I hope I don't get copyright for that. Keen _41. I will follow this person and then see what is going on. I follow all social media so far, especially with the Prime Minister, because I try to keep with the government social media, because I hope that what they're sending out is more reliable. So I try to keep up with that, and then few of the YouTubers them that I know from long before this hurricane come through, I know them. True legend on TikTok. So okay, so this is this one. I'll see if I find it. Okay.
Is this? Guys can see we're still outside trying to get persons.
Oh, this is True Legend. Okay.
We have persons here that we are trying to convince to go to the shelters. We're taking you guys to.
Okay, I will follow him. And then the next
St. James, we're giving you a hot meal. The storm that you're seeing now, it's going to get worse. So we're providing you with a Jamaica urban bus.
Oh, okay, so this was before the hurricane.
Remember, we're taking it to the shelter. So we're going to give you...
That one that you're showing now was before the hurricane.
Hi guys, as you know that we have a hurricane coming.
So this is before the hurricane. So what about what's going on now? We can try the next
hot meals and clothing. The storm will get worse. So you can come, we're going to put you on the bus. Or we're going to put you on the bus and then we're going to...
Hold on.
So as you guys can see, we're still outside trying to get persons to actually go to the shelters.
Okay, so I come up to him, so.
I appreciate Mafi, Chef, Romeo, Judy, One of a Kind Ravi, everyone that was here supporting. So I'm gonna go on over there now. And again, thank you so much. Thank you again, everyone.
Sorry, guys. That's Tina Lee. That was Tina Lee. My dad left corporate yesterday to go back home to Lindsay. Oh, he actually left here to go back into Jamaica. Oh, okay. But there is no signal currently there, which he knew. Okay. I'm only sorry that he didn't have the access to get this, what you call it? To get something like that. Guys, I'm confident real hard. My next move gonna be to purchase a Starlink. Because Starlink, I see now, is a way to go. Especially in disaster. Starlink is the way to go. So Starlink, it will be on my agenda. I have 3 stuff to be. Yes, Starlink. I have 3 things to be on my agenda. Starlink, what you call this one? The solar Delco power bank or whatever they call it, and one power saw. Guys, these 3 things, if you have family in Jamaica, because this hurricane and storm things look like it's almost an every year thing now. These 3 things, if people can start to pay down little or put away a little money and start to, until you have enough money to buy them, or buy them small or put them down. These 3 things, please try get them, because just imagine now, if you have a Starlink, say that one of like my family, your family, they'd have access to Starlink. they already have, and they have access to solar power bank or Delco. Because I heard that they're making it solar now, so it's charged by the sun, and that can power your house with your light and your fridge, and then a power saw. So if tree fall in your community, because I'm not thinking about just for you, but for the community where they live, if tree fall down, they can use that to help cut out trees and all these things. So these three things going forward is definitely something I'm thinking about, and I'm going to make steps, little baby steps, to get, till I can afford 1 and 2 and 3, something like that. But those are the things, because having those things, maybe I wouldn't in this position now, and it could help out the community, because Starlink, can put up in one area, and people all around it to a certain amount. I don't remember some of them have long distance reach, so it depends which one you get. But if you have set up a certain place, like say this community is down, you could help everybody in that community, because people could come there, and you could help people to charge up their phone if you have a Delco. But I don't believe in the regular Delco. I believe in the solar Delco, because the regular one it can poison you if a lot of people put inside, and the fume of it, carbon dioxide, they actually poison them. So I believe in the solar one, because solar one, you just need sunlight, and it charge up itself, and you're good to go. And then I saw a power saw. I saw a lot of power saw in the summer over here, and my mind was on it so much to get one, and I didn't. Now I'm sorry, because right now they have free. They custom in Jamaica. They're not charging for any barrel, anything going down now from out of foreign land. They're not going to charge duty fee and those things. They're going to, I think they said until November the 28th, the port will not charge. So, if I did have those things lined up already, I would have just send them down. Because that would help the community. Those things would help our community. Each community, like if you have those things, everything is how costs money, but you know how it go. If you save little, if you're Jamaican or have some form of Jamaican in you, you will know how it is to save little until you can accomplish those things. But those are some of the investment. Any form of solar, it can be solar light, battery solar, whatever it is. Those things must always be in your home. I would say over here it's good to have something, but this is UK. I mean, I never really experienced power outage since I'm here, but you never know what can happen in the future. But it's good to have these things, especially if you have family overseas. You can keep them in their house, and when these disasters come up. But Starlink is the way to go, because right now the 2 network that is in Jamaica, they are not doing justice. So if you have Starlink, that is a new thing that should take over Jamaica. It will take over, because people now realize that Starlink can pick up anywhere. You just need to have power. So that's why I said you need a power bank, strong power bank to power the Starlink, because you need to have power. So those those 3 things will be a good investment. But I'm telling you guys, it's not easy. But I hope your dad is okay. For sure, as you said, he know that there wouldn't be a signal there, and that's how I feel. But how did that flight was planned before? Because he got a flight out. Because I heard that there was no more flight going to Mobe, so maybe he got a flight into Kingston. I know that flight is going into Kingston, but it's not easy to get a straight flight now. Most of the flight now you have to go through France or Germany or through the US. If you can get one through the US, so you can go to US to Bahamas, and Bahamas to Jamaica. But there's a lot of people. I don't know how much people are going in. I know there's a couple thousand people coming out. So I need to check on the internet. I need to check and see what's the flight going on now. So this is one I think I definitely do. I need to check and see how flight is, the price of flight and stuff like that. Some people are saying to me that if I don't go now because you need to be here to see and then try to help in whatever way you can help from the distance. But sometimes people don't understand that even knowing that down there not going to be nice, you're going to be suffering in the sense of no fun, no this, no that. But still, with all of that, it still feel better if you're on the ground. Yes, his flight was booked a long time to Kingston. He was lucky as the first flight out was yesterday. Oh my God. My God, that is a lot of luck. Wow. I mean that does line up. It does line up good for him. Oh wow. Wow, that is so good. That is so good. Wow. I don't know. I'm here, but I don't know between now and December. My first thing that I need to see happen is for signal to come back in the areas that is missing. I know that electric not gonna come for now. Water may not come for now, but if signal come back, that will help a lot, and that would take a lot of stress off the mind. That would take a lot of stress off the mind. Because at least you could be getting communication. Communication is so good. But in Santa Cruz, as I said before again, no bank, no access to bank. People actually left today and went to Mapen. Mapen is in Klein, and that's 2 parish away just to get cash. Just to get cash from the bank, from the cash machine. Because remember, Jamaica is not like here where you use everything on your phone and you can pay and whatever. No. You have to go to the money machine, draw your money to go and pay for whatever you need to pay for, buy food, whatever it is. In my area, none of the bank is operating, not one. The petrol station, people is going out to get petrol because they're running out of petrol, so they have to go far out. The only lady J, hey, welcome, lady J. How are you? You change your name. I enhance your name. I saw your name get longer. How are you? Welcome. You're here listening. Oh, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Yeah, I don't know if you hear about the hurricane in Jamaica, but they're going through a hard time there. So connection and all these things that you hear I'm talking about is what we here thinking about. All is well by God's grace. Yes. 100%. You know, there's time, guys, when you cannot pray or your faith go down weak. It's somebody else actually have to pray for you. There's a part in the Bible that say that. I don't remember exactly where, but there's a part in the Bible that say to that effect that you ask for prayer from somebody if you're not strong enough, because you might feel so down that you don't have the way to say the strength or your mind is not straight. So you would ask somebody else to pray for you, to help you. Yeah. But there's always a breakthrough, even in a disaster like this. Sharpening iron said earlier also, there's a brighter side. There will be a brighter side. And a lot of people go through their own different type of problem and disaster, and a lot of people face all different type of issue in some point in their life. So it's just sometimes now it end up to you. It's like you go around until you reach to your circle. But we are praying and hoping. I still check in every minute just to see if any, you know, when you send a message through WhatsApp, you see one tick, then you see two tick. When you see the two tick, then you know that the message gone through. And that's why I keep checking. Even I know that they say it's down, but I'm just hoping that something will happen, that it keep going up, that it will go through. Oh yes, I've been following up with the hurricane, Elisa, action to Jamaica and Cuba and Haiti. Yes, Cuba and Haiti. Also, Cuba lost some life there, and I don't know if there's life lost in Haiti, but here in Jamaica, I think it went up to 19 people. I don't know if it updated today. Overall, I think they say 40 people. But we're waiting for the daily update, because they update us every day. Montgomery Airport should be reopened today, as mentioned by Darrell Voss. Oh, that would be nice. I am going to check for the update today. All will be well. Many people place has those storm before, and they make it stronger. They once you have life and God in your life, take it one day at a time. It's so true. But you know the hardest thing, Lady J, the hardest thing is when you're not there on the ground. My family, my mom and dad is there. My mom and dad is there. That's why I'm worried so much, and there's no contact from them physically. Calling them is impossible. There's no signal in that area. So that's why I'm on right now talking, because I just want to talk to people and see if anybody know anyone there, connection or anything. Because all my connection I have, almost all of them cut off with the same issue. Signal, no phone. The phone network is down. And I'm talking landline phone is down, cellular phone network, every network is down. No electric, no water, nothing. So that's the situation. So it's one and two people have Starlink, and as I said before, they're the only one can send out some information. I just saw a video of the Black River community. The town is gone, even the church. I'm telling you, my sister, I'm telling you. That church is like, I think that church is like over 200-year-old. And most of those type of churches that you saw there, they are in every one of those churches, almost in every town of Jamaica. So in the western side, almost all of them is gone. Those type of church. Those church was built by this country here. Those church was built by this country here. You see, they built out of brick. They built out of brick, and it's destroyed. Can you believe it? The rooftop, all the rooftop is gone. Yes, Lady J. That's what we're doing. Every night, I always pray for them, but it's like I'm trying to pray a little bit more now. A little bit more, because as I said, they are in that age group where ailment is always there. And as I was saying, that a lot of people in those age group, in the 70s and up, they needed to get the regular medical checkup and all these things. They need to have people. Some of them have carers, and the carers cannot reach to them now because the carers also, the home is damaged. There's no proper taxi running, like taxi that they normally would take to reach there. They don't have that. And most of the route to reach to the different places are blocked off, and still blocked off as I speak to you. There's a water guy that I always get to bring water in case water go. He said that I get him today because he was out of the parish. And he said that his trucks are blocked off. He cannot get none of his trucks on the road to do the water delivery, because you have to pay private people to do this, because the government take too long to reach to these places. So normally what we do, we pay private truck owners to deliver water when we have drought and situation like this. So you have to pay people to bring water because the pipe water is not running. And I don't know how much rain. They said Jamaica is so hot now since the hurricane passed, because all the trees are down, so they make it extra hot. Because all the trees are down, it make it extra hot. I'm gonna go on Facebook to see if any more update. So this is what they're talking about now. The traffic to get petrol is insane. So even cases like your father gone down, if they're gonna drive, they need to make sure they fill up their tank wherever they get their vehicle from. If they are driving or if somebody's picking up, is the same thing, because it's a issue now to get petrol. Petrol is running out. Petrol is running out. Yeah. And people is the as I said, the bad come out sometime in people. People is doing things that they shouldn't do now. Instead of helping, they are tearing down the place. They are doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. There was a lady that's showing her farm today. She lose almost all her chicken. I was watching it today on Facebook. She lose almost all her chicken. She said she don't even know where she have 300 chickens. She's a farmer, and she only have maybe like less than 50 left out of the 300 when the storm came in. She said she have to, and these are chicken ready to slaughter, like they were at the time to process them. She lose her host, all her host up is gone. So it's not just like one set of people is suffering, it's like a lot of people is suffering, is going through this. So she said she don't know, but she will have to start over again, but she don't know. Some people is saying, oh, why you watching all these things, people going through their suffering? I'm a Jamaican, I have to watch and see what is going on. I'm not watching the separation of the people. I want to know what is going on. I want to feel what they are feeling. Because if I was there, I would be feeling it more. Which I'm feeling bad because I cannot reach out to my people. Then by phone, I cannot get connection. So it's also a problem. But I wouldn't be the one who want to ignore. Even when things was going on in other country, I always watch it. Because I don't want to be the one, other people, they just don't want to see, so they ignore. They don't want to see, saying that they don't want to see people suffer, so they don't want to see. It's not like you want to see people suffer, but you want to know what's going on to see what can be done, and see how they're getting on and stuff like that. But it's not an easy road, and for everybody who is affected by this, especially people who's overseas, all I have to say, guys, we pull together, pray together. Because you actually know, if you have family over there, you know how you will feel, and you might know how I am feeling because you have family over there too. But we doing this type of video, and I'm going on a lot of people YouTube video just to get some form of sense of feeling something is going on. The government is trying, I know, but it's just that they're not pushing for hard enough. I think they should be like pushing more quicker, but I know it's not possible for them to reach everybody same time, and that's what I worry about, because by the time they reach some of these people, because of their ailment, that's a problem. Because the longer it takes to reach people that cannot get food, cannot get medicine, that's a problem. Storm might not kill a lot of people. It's the aftermath that might actually cause some serious issue. Thank you, my sister. Yes. Yes, you're right, because even in our time, when lots of things were going on in Egypt and all those, this lot of hardship was coming to his people, he still bring them out. He still bring them out on the other side safely when they were crossing the Red Sea. So yes, you're right. You're 100% right. You know, it's not easy, but I know God will, at the end of everything, it will be God way, because you only can pray, and that's what I'm trying to know. I'm trying to keep strong and pray. But I hope tomorrow will be better than today, because right now it's night over here, and I'm hoping today will be better than tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow will be better than today. All right, guys, I'm gonna take some rest. When I say I'm gonna take rest, I mean I'm gonna go on social media and see where I can check to see what's going on until maybe I fall asleep somehow. But keep us in our prayer, and I try, when I'm praying, I pray for you guys and your family also. So yeah, we just need each other, yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you, everyone that came on and contribute somewhere or other with your encouragement and just sharing your view and different thing. Yes, I will keep you in prayer. Thank you so much. Shaman Iron, thank you again. Kiss Ophelia, thank you. Charm, thank you. Lady J, thank you. Guys, see you in the next video. If I get good news, I will definitely come back on. I really wanted to talk to somebody on the phone from Jamaica today, but I couldn't get through to anyone. I'm doing this live, so I could ask some question there, but that didn't work out, so we just keep moving on. All right, guys, take care. See you soon.